Yeah, this is yeah, England's coming back for real. I think the whole UK has been since the Northern Ireland thing, but this is going up everywhere. There's flags down here, down my road. People are painting red crosses on roundabouts, so it looks like the England flag. I see someone wrote on it, "Stop the hate." If you think flying an English flag in England is hateful, you know what you can do. And this is what I love about this: is it's a movement from the ground up, because the councils and the establishment are clambering to take it down, take these down, for no other reason, not because it will offend someone, because it might, which means someone from a different country chose to leave their country, come here, um, and we can't fly a flag in case the person who chose to leave their country to come to England walks down the road, sees an England flag, and is offended by it. There's an easy solution. You ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here. If you're that angry at seeing an English flag, it makes you go. And this is the thing: England don't care. This is videos called England flags, patriotism or provocation. Who are we provoking? Who are they provoking? The only people that could be provoked by waving an England flag is someone that hates England. And if you hate it that much, then let's fight. Like, England is bubbling for a fight. It's bubbling for a fight. We are game, and we always have been a game nation. Maybe not the politicians. We've got a bunch of sissies, bunch of sissy Marys as politicians. But the people ain't changed. And the people are sick of it. The people are sick of basically being second class citizens in our own country. And ultimately, it's like people were saying that this is far right. Most people in England don't even know what that means. They don't know what far right means. They don't know what left means. They don't know what. They're not political people, but people have just had enough, and people don't care anymore. The people that do know that what far right means don't care about being called it. We're willing to take the name. If flying an England flag in England makes you far right, then we all are, basically. We all are. But this is a proper movement. Like, even here, people are flying flags off lampposts. There's a England one, and then down the road a bit more, there's a Union Jack one. They're going up everywhere. England, England's like, something is about to happen in England. And the only way I think you can kind of crush it a little bit is to actually listen to what people are saying, and actually listen. Stop calling people. I said this before. Stop calling people racist. Stop calling people far right and demonizing them and putting people in prison for mean tweets. Actually listen and actually try to address what they're talking about. Or you're going to have a fight on your hands that you're not going to control. You're not going to win. You're not going to win. One, because most of the foreign people in our country are on our side. That's the other thing. The Sikhs is going to ride. The Sikhs is down to ride 100%. Africans is down to ride 100%. Everyone's had enough. Let's go.
In some parts of England,
I'd just say one more thing as well. In the words of Jim Morrison, they've got the guns, but we've got the numbers.
everywhere you look, there are St George's and Union Jack flags. It's the ripple effect of what started as a movement in the Midlands. So, is this pride or prejudice? The Brickfields area of Worcester is
Good film.
covered in flags.
Classic.
Carla's part of a group putting them up.
It's all about bringing the communities together. It's about love, peace, unity. Nothing to do with racism, as people keep stating. But this has brought people out. Everyone's coming out.
There's a great Charlie Kirk quote when he says, "We keep getting lied to," where they say diversity is our biggest strength. Diversity is our biggest strength. He's like, no, unity is our biggest strength. That's the biggest strength you can have, not diversity. It's literally the opposite.
A lot more people are voicing their opinions now, obviously about illegal immigration, undocumented males.
When you see all of these flags, all of these St George's flags around here, can you understand why some people might be a bit intimidated by that?
No,
Not at all.
no.
It's a damn
My
patriot
true
right
belief
there.
is if you're in England, you should not be intimidated and you should not.
You was so intimidated that you chose to go in there and lord it around on everyone else. You can't make that make sense. What a patronising prick that man is. And to be honest, this is what I will say to England. Don't even worry about the illegal immigrants. It's people like him and the establishment that we have got more of to worry about. It's people like him.
Assaulted by the English flag.
The flag
Yeah.
does have some
Amen, sister.
connotations with fairly extremist views, and I think that's where that comes from, that potential fear of it. Do you
Then
recognise
leave.
that at all?
I understand what you're saying about it, but our flags haven't been put up in Worcester for anything to do with racism.
But some people might not know that. And do you see that?
They might
point?
not, but that's why we keep saying it on the page. I've done so many posts, anyone following, I've done it on my personal Facebook, on the page, the reasons behind why we're doing it. And I do understand why people might think it's racist, but
I don't.
it's not.
The Reform UK leader of Worcestershire County Council says the flags can stay up. Other
Oh,
local
thank you.
authorities, though, have taken some down on grounds of safety.
How crazy is this as well? This is how you know England's coming back, and it's unstoppable. What's going to happen in this country is unstoppable because it's in the people. And the fact that our biggest enemies are the government, the ones who are most anti this and are quick to call everyone far right and racist. One, they're not the people that even live round the illegal immigrants. They don't have to deal with it anyway. But they're the ones that is saying that, the English government is condemning the English people for flying an English flag. Try and make that make sense in your head somehow. Normally it's the other way around. Normally it's the government that is making people do it. It's a fascist-led, this is from the bottom up. And again, this isn't got nothing to do with race. It has, like I say, it hasn't got nothing to do with immigrants as well. People of all walks of life are supporting this. There has been black people in this country for years and years and years that will call themselves Black English. They don't have maybe their granddad's Jamaican or something. They don't have no other thing. They live in England, they're English. You know what I mean? That's the unity that you build on. The skin color is completely irrelevant. Religion's irrelevant. If you don't come to a fundamental understanding of that we live in England and the values of England, it's not unity. Could you see why people think that it could be racist? No, the only people that think it can be racist is little stuck-up douches. And the crazy thing is when the next war starts, it's going to be these people that you're calling racist that you're going to recruit and send to die for them.
There are differing approaches and differing views too. Do you think this is a good thing, these flags popping up in such big numbers?
Not really, but why has it got to this stage?
It's nice to see them up. It gives you.
Thank you. A man of sense right there. It shouldn't have had to got to this. It shouldn't have had to got to the point where the English people are literally ready to fight. It shouldn't have had to go to this. He is 100% right. We got weak leaders.
Good feeling. At the end of the day, everybody's had enough of what's going on.
Is it immigration?
Thank you.
Oh, I'm going to bring it up, but you did. Yeah, we've had an.
No, it's not immigration. This is another thing that the establishment keep doing. It's immigration. It ain't immigration. It's illegal immigration. And it's not even illegal immigration. It's the fact that you are not doing anything to stop it. And anybody that even suggests that there may be a problem with thousands of people turning up every day in our country undocumented, anybody that even has any thought that maybe that's not a good idea is racist and put in prison for it.
I think there is probably motives behind it from certain people that are wrong. I think if you're trying to enter the country illegally, you know, it's not right. I think maybe we've opened the doors a little bit too much and we're offering a little bit too much, but at the end of the day, we're all human.
It just makes me uncomfortable. Nationalism.
This is the other vibe of it. Britain and England ain't really there yet to where it's going to be a fascist thing. We actually understand. No one really blames the illegal immigrants for coming here. And no one blames them. We all understand why, and in their situation, we would too. It's not on them. It is not on them. It's on our leaders that just seem to act like it's not happening. And this is the other thing, they keep putting immigrant. No. No one cares about immigrants. No one has ever. It's illegal immigrants. And it's not doing anything about it. And like Matey said, it shouldn't have had to get to this.
General, I'm not comfortable with. It reminds me of Germany before the First World War.
Not a problem. Personally, it's not a problem for me.
It's literally the opposite, you retard. It's quite literally the opposite of Germany in the Second World War, you cretin.
We're all patriotic. We're born and bred here. If it's for that reason and we're proud of our country, that's absolutely fine. But if there's any
Amen,
other
sister.
intent behind there that it's having negative connotations, then obviously
And which do you think it is?
I think it's the letter.
The contested symbolism of these flags goes back decades. Their re-emergence coincides with a wave of anti-immigration protests over the course of a heated summer. And if this is about...
The flag goes back decades. It goes back centuries. You imbecile. Oh, the flag goes back decades, and it was once somebody held it and said bloody foreigners. How can we hold it now? It's been the same flag for centuries. See, this is what is worse than any average person, is this smug arsehole elite that we have. That basically are saying, England don't exist no more. Drop it. That's basically what they're saying. Give it up. It's done. We're not interested in anything. And you're all racist.
Unity for some, for others it translates to unease.
Then go.
Well, joining me
Go
now
away.
to discuss this further are Professor John Denham, a former Labour minister who is now Director of the Centre for English Identity and Politics at the University of Southampton, and Kahinda Andrews, a Professor of Black...
Already don't like the words that in his title it's got identity and politics. You never want to hear them two things together, ever.
At Birmingham
Just say
City
Marxist,
University.
communist.
John Denham, do you support people putting these flags up?
I think the point is that whatever the motivations of people putting the flags up, and some will be good and some will be bad, what they're doing is putting up flags that belong to all of us. And the opinion poll is very clear. In all communities, far more people see these flags, the St. George's Cross and the Union flag, as belonging to everybody than belonging to only a few people. So it's a very odd sort of protest, because I think the people putting the flags up were hoping that other people would go around and tear them down. In reality, they're putting up symbols that belong to all of us. We should all say, yeah, these are our flags. These represent the nation that we belong to. I see an England flag, meaning the sort of diverse England football teams we have at men and women's levels. We don't have to assume the motives of the people who put it up. So my view is we're in a position here, even if it was the far right behind this, right, if the flags stay up, the far right loses. If we tear them down, the far right wins.
Kahinda Andrews, you were shaking your head. Why?
Excellent point.
Well, I mean, that sounds nice in fairy tale land, but in reality, we know what these flags have been for. We know, and actually, it's actually more dangerous. Back in the day, these were, EDL, it was National Front. They were very clearly far.
Professor Kehinde Andrews. He's going to sit here and say to St. George's Cross, go home. If you don't like it, it's really not hard to actually sit here and be some professor in a university in England talking about, oh, it's related to the far right. Imbecile.
And what's actually happened now is the far right just become the mainstream. We've just had you've just had a talk about reform. You in the very video you showed, what was it? Immigration was the issue.
The far right is not the mainstream, not at all. I don't see how you can possibly say that. Starmer has had no choice but to go against the far left things. He's had no choice but to say there's only two genders. He's had no choice. It's been public forced. Really, they got no choice about the English flags anyway. They ain't. Take it down, put another one up. Take that down, put another one up. What are you going to do? Start arresting people for flying English flags in England?
There's a long history of these flags being waved to say, keep Britain white. This is not about inclusion, it's about exclusion. And you cannot separate the asylum hotel protests, last summer with the racist riots, from this rash of flags. And I'm sorry, they do not belong to us. You poll black British people, you see that St. George's Cross on a pub, you ain't got.
Then fuck off. Fuck off, Kehinde. Why are you in our country? You're telling people in our country to look at that and be angry at it. Honestly, if I was Prime Minister, he'd be deported. You'd definitely lose your job if I was Prime Minister. 100%. You're basically telling people in England that they should hate the English flag.
That's today. This is intimidation. And I spoke to many people. I'm in Birmingham.
So
where we have neighborhoods with these flags everywhere. And I'm not going down there. And I know many people who won't go down there because we know what those flags mean.
Good.
So Kehinde Andrews,
do you think the people down there give a shit? We don't. They don't. Good. You don't like it, don't go down there.
Would you tear those flags down, just before I bring back John Denham? Would you tear them down? Because John Denham says you're giving the far right what they want.
I think the council has to take them down because this is very clearly about intimidation. EDL, I mean, when you got Britain First, the GB News Forum, the far right, all these saying, yes, this is a great idea, it's clearly something that can't stand if we're saying that we're an inclusive society. They have to come down.
Okay. John Denham, it does matter what the motive.
We don't live in an inclusive society. We live in England. You either get on board, you shape up, or you shit out. Ship out. Buster.
Is, doesn't it? If there are people behind some of these campaigns who allegedly have links to the far right, that matters in today's world.
No, it don't.
Of course it matters that there are far right activists. But if you look, for example, at the asylum hotel protests, it's estimated that fewer than 10,000 people took place in those demonstrations across the entire country. The far right are not the country. If we say that the national flags belong to the far right and we won't fly them, we're giving a tiny minority of people control over our national symbols. And Kehinde's actually wrong. The evidence of polling is not that most people reject these flags, not most black minority
You're a liar.
Ethnic people.
You just hate England.
Flags. Yes, there are some who are ambivalent about it. Yes, there are circumstances in which they're threatening, but it simply is not the case that most people reject them. And I would say, why hand the fascists a victory by pulling the flags down, when by keeping them up, indeed putting up more flags, we defeat them?
Kehinde, I mean, I think take that point then.
I can't listen to Kehinde. I'm not interested. We've heard, this is the thing as well, we've heard Kehinde for 30 years. We've heard it. Oh, we're scared of the flag. Oh, don't have an opinion about us. Go away. Go away. It's like, I'm guessing from his accent, I'm guessing he was born here and grew up here. I'm guessing. which means his parents decided to leave the country they was from and come to England to start a better life than they was available to them where they was from. And now you want to come here and call people in England waving a British flag, English flag, racist. I'm sorry, I got no time for it. I got no tolerance for it. It's absolutely absurd, and it's like I say, it's basically like, imagine this. Imagine me, whoever's watching this. Imagine I come in your house and just start going, nah, I want the telly over there. Nah, I don't like that. I don't like how you spoke to me there. I want a drink right now. And wouldn't you, after a while, go, get the fuck out? And this is the thing. This guy's obviously not hard up. There are people stuck in this country who are hard up that I'm sure maybe would love to go back to their home country. He's in a position where he actually can. You got money. You probably got money to set yourself up for life in wherever you come from, wherever your family descends from. You could go there and be a baller. But instead you want to come here and shit on people and say, oh, I don't feel comfortable. If you don't feel comfortable, stay and make everybody else change. That's the reaction. Sweet.